Hi everyone, in this Framer tutorial we're gonna learn how we can add these great sorting options to our sites using Superfields' awesome sorting power-up. You can see by default the articles are sorted from newest to the oldest, but we can sort them from the oldest to the newest, from A to Z, and even Z to A based on their titles. As I said in my dynamic filtering tutorial, I will place a link for that one in the description. You can find the discount code for Superfields also in the description. So let's get started. In our starter file, for which you can find a remix link in the description, we have the sample block content that we're gonna use. As we did in the first tutorial, we're gonna start with clicking the plugin button and selecting Superfields plugin. Then I will click sorting, since it is the power-up that we're gonna use. And as we know, Superfields is gonna direct us with on-screen info. Now clicking add to canvas button, I will add Superfields component to my page. I will place it in the content stack. And as suggested here, I will connect it to my CMS content by dragging a connection from its right side, or I can do that also by selecting the collection from the component options. As I see it, some categories don't fit the same line with the post titles, so while Superfields component is selected, I will make it with fit content on the properties panel. Then I'm gonna click continue. And now plugin says we need to add sorting selector, so let's click add to canvas again to add it. It is at the very bottom to take it to top, since this is a content stack that I placed before. I'm gonna press up arrow key to take it to top. Now the plugin says that we can set up a sorting selector component using the component options. So we have all the info we need from the plugin window about this power up. So I'm gonna click the window. Now we can start creating our sorting options. As you can see, we have only our default option here. Actually, before getting into editing and adding the options, I will customize the look of the selector button to make it fit our design better. So I will click drop down next to styling. Then I will click color next to fill and make it background color dark blue from the color styles. If you want, we can make it even a gradient, but for this particular example, I'm gonna make it a solid color. Then after going back under styling, I'm gonna select lightest from my color styles for the text color. Now we can see it fits our design much better, right? We can edit the default option by clicking the box next to options and by clicking the option item. Let's first set our default sorting, which is gonna be newest first. So next to title, I will replace default with newest first, since we want that text to appear in our options as title. And by default, we already have the posts listed from newest to the oldest, but to demonstrate, I will select CMS field next to sort by. And as you see, the other options have changed after selecting it, dynamically showing the other options related to the one we selected. Field name here needs to be the exact same name our CMS field has. So let's check our CMS collection real quick by clicking this button at the top left. We can see in our articles collection, we have a date field. So we need to enter that as field name. After going back to home page, I will click the options, then our option item, and for field name, I will enter date, and as its field type is date, that also needs to be selected. And sort needs to be descending to list news posts first. And of course, default should have yes selected, since this is our default sorting option. Let's preview, and it looks like news articles are placed on top as we want. Let's also add an oldest first sorting option. So after clicking the options, since this is gonna be a new option item, I'm gonna click add, and its title is gonna be oldest first. Again, it is gonna be a CMS field. Field name is gonna be date, as in the previous one. Field type, again, is gonna be also date, and I will leave sort option as ascending. Now we can preview. As you see, we can sort our articles selecting the oldest first option also. I'm sure adding these options made it clear how easy it is to add and edit sorting options for the users with Superfields sorting power-up. But let's also add the options for sorting the articles alphabetically. Let's first check our CMS collection again. And we can see the field we're gonna use is called title. Let's go back to homepage. After selecting the plugin, I'm gonna click the options. As this is gonna be a new option, I'm gonna click add, and for the titles, I'm gonna enter A to Z. I'll leave sort by at CMS field, and for the field name, I will enter title as we checked. Field type should be text, and sort obviously is gonna be A to Z. Before checking, actually for demonstration purposes, let's also add a reverse alphabetical order option. So I'm gonna click add again, and for the title, I'm gonna enter Z to A. Field name is gonna be again titled, and field type is gonna be text, and sort needs to be Z to A, right? Let's preview, and we can click A to Z first to see our posts are sorted alphabetically, and then we can select Z to A to sort them alphabetically in reverse order. I'm sure by now you agreed this sorting power-up can add so much functionality and efficiency to especially content-heavy sites, making them much more user-friendly, providing flexibility also. As I said, you can find the discount code in the description if you want to purchase Superfields plugin, which I highly recommend. And that's it for this tutorial. I hope you liked it. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe, turn the notifications on, check my other tutorials, and see you in the next one.